Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast, would you? Thank you so much, family. Now, you all know here in the United States, of course, when we have a new president, Donald Trump again, of course, and that means that we have his absolutely disastrous and chaotic new administration, which includes Mr. Marco Rubio, LaMarco. Trump used to call him LaMarco and stuff when they both was running for president, just so y'all know. Marco Rubio also was the one that told the whole wide world that Donald Trump was a big con artist. And he also, when he was running for president, exposed the fact that Donald Trump's buildings, Trump Tower and stuff, he said was built by immigrants. So he was exposing Trump for all that because he was saying how Trump looked like he big and bad on immigration and all that, but really Trump is weak, and he was using it as an example of that. He exposed a whole lot of other hypocritical and diabolical things that Trump has done. Of course, we all know that to be true, but nevertheless, you know, y'all play dumb and stuff when that's over with now. And now that Trump gave him a little position and a little power, you know, now all has been forgotten. Well, family, I was looking all over the place for a particular clip of Marco Rubio trying to put the global South in their place. Now, I'm going to remind you all who the global South really is, and him really attacking Africa and Asian, Latin American countries mostly when he made this statement some time back. Watch this clip.
Mr. Secretary, thank you for joining us this morning. Congratulations on unanimous confirmation by the Senate. That's rare these days. Let's begin with January 6 pardons. Back when this happened, you called it a national embarrassment, saying we now have third world countries that are lecturing us and we have tin pot dictators that are mocking us. Of course, you're now America's top diplomat. You'll be speaking with your counterparts around the world. What message does that pardon send to them?
Well, I don't anticipate a single one of our partners will ask about it, obviously, and you know this well from your time in the administration. And my job is to focus on the foreign policy of the United States. I have a different job this morning and a different focus, and it's one that demands 100% of our attention. And so that's what I'll be focused on, and won't be opining on domestic matters at this point because, frankly, my focus needs to be 100% on how I interact with our counterparts, our adversaries, our potential enemies around the world to keep this country safe, to make it prosperous. That's the clear mandate from the president. It's what he campaigned on. I think he made it pretty clear yesterday that he wants to reinvigorate an American foreign policy that makes America safer and stronger and more prosperous. That's what the promise that Donald Trump was elected to keep, and that's the one we're going to help him keep at the Department of State.
But as a senator, you did say that it affected our standing in the world. You don't believe that anymore?
Well, as a senator, I had an opinion on all kinds of domestic matters, but now I'm focused singularly on foreign policy, on how I interact with our allies.
Okay. I'm sorry. Y'all don't look. I do this way. I do. I'm just this girl from the South that does that just speaks the way I'm got to speak. So I gotta be honest when I'm feeling a certain type of way. Isn't that outrageous? Little Marco, as Trump called it previously, Marco is out there trying to wag his little finger back in the day to try to tell the global South, the whole wide world that's not white, mostly what they ought to do, except for Japan, of course, what they should and shouldn't be doing. Now, he was talking about the January 6th attack on the Capitol, which it was an attack. Now, even if it wasn't all of what the Democrats said it was, and I believe that they did exacerbate certain areas, it was a diabolical, riotous attack by white folks. Now, even the so-called conscious white folks that's out there trying to make it look like they're trying to make it look like it wasn't that bad, because white people don't want to look at general, whether they're Democrats or Republican. They try to make it because it was so outrageous. They don't want themselves, they know it makes them look bad all around. So they try to say, oh, it wasn't that bad. Whatever. So in the context of that time back, you can see Marco Rubio's tweet back in the day when he's saying that there was nothing patriotic, right, about what was going on out there. So back in the day, Marco Rubio called out the a lot of the Republicans and right wingers that was out there back in the day in 2021. This is his tweet. In fact, January 6, 2021, Marco Rubio said, "There is nothing patriotic about what's occurring on Capitol Hill. This is third world style anti-American anarchy." Now, how many of y'all know this is an attack of him trying to compare the United States, try to make it seem like we so supreme in morals and the position of the world that America looks like a third world country? How many of y'all know whenever you see somebody from the West use the word third world, they're trying to attack y'all, right? Now, when you saw the clip, it proves what I just said there, right? Because he clearly said more than just what that tweet said. He was attacking so-called third world countries, and particularly the global South. For those of you that don't know, a simple term, global South, I believe, and I'm gonna just use this general overview here from the online definition. It says it's a group of countries primarily located in Africa, Latin America, Asia, and Oceania, which are typically considered a developing or less developed nations, often sharing characteristics like lower income levels, political marginalization, and historical ties to colonization, thus signifying a collective identity distinct from the global North, or primarily North American and Europe. Also, probably the more accurate term, is the global majority, because how many of y'all know we make up the majority of the world? I just wanted you all to know that. So keep that in mind, knowing that the top diplomat for the United States of America, the one that runs all the other ambassadors and envoys to every country around the world, is Marco Rubio. His mindset is that calling y'all a third world country and looking at America's white people's mishaps by attacking the Capitol as third world style, and calling y'all tin heads and saying some of your leaderships are tin head authoritarian. Keep that in mind. Now, I can tell you everything that you need to know about Trump's plan when he put somebody like him in charge of global affairs. Marco Rubio has been trying to wag his finger and tell really the world what to do, of course, but he's been specifically speaking on the Latin American countries, right? And so because he has Cuban parents and speak a little Spanish and stuff, he thinks that that's supposed to gloss over his white supremacy. No, that's the reason why those of us who are FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, we call out some of y'all in the Latin community because y'all on your paperwork, you make sure to indicate that you white. And we know that Marco Rubio believes in that white supremacy mindset because that's what he associates himself with, and that's his rhetoric, and that's his policy. We got a lot of y'all Cubans down here that voted for Trump the first time, and you increased it, not because you in league with us. You want a white supremacist place in America. You want to be the white supremacists' new allies. And that's what Lil Marco is. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. I can't wait to what you have to say below. Be sure to check out my platform at vickydillard.tv, and also be sure to check out my school and my spiritual products at vickyplanet.com. That's VICKI planet.com. I have new mini gavels there as well. I've got my Archangel calendars for 2025. The calendars start from February to next year. So it's about the female archangels. How many of you all know there's a such thing as female archangels? They're the 12 twin flame counterparts to the male archangels. It's going to be so yummy. Your life will never be the same after